When I was 5,
I had my first day of school.
it was in
Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Germantown, Maryland.
Rochester, New York.
Jilin, China.
West Bend, Wisconsin.
I was so nervous.
But excited too.
I ate snacks.
Sang the ABCs.
And made new friends.
When I was 5,
I went to school.
But not everyone had my experience.
In 2015, 1% of U.S. primary school-aged children did not attend school. That's 247,000 children. Of these 247,000, approximately half will struggle with literacy, contributing to the 32 million adults within the United States who cannot read. Even of the children who are in school, only 38% of fourth graders in the U.S. are reading at or above a fourth grade level. This literacy rate has not improved in the last 10 years.
And this problem only increases when primary education is assessed on a global scale. In 2014, an estimated 60.9% of primary school-aged children were not attending any sort of school. This is an estimated 61 million children. Of those, 41% are unlikely to ever attend school. These are children who will never learn to read, write, or count. These are children affected by conflict, hunger, and abject poverty that they will most likely never climb out of. These are children who will be unable as adults to teach their own children to read and write, and many of them will not send their own children to school. That is, if they ever make it to adulthood at all.
You might be asking, how are we not talking about it more? The answer to that is, no one really knows it's happening. We asked 50 people in DC what percentage of children were not enrolled in primary school in 2014. In the city where policy is made, 70% of the people we asked did not know primary education was in crisis. So how could you have known?
Even when children are in school, they are not always receiving a quality education. In 2016, of the students that attended school in DC, only 69.2% of them graduated, far below the national graduation rate of 84.1%. Many teachers within DC buy their own materials. Students within public schools often share textbooks, and most of these schools are chronically underfunded. These problems extend far beyond just literacy. High school dropouts are 14 times more likely to be unemployed, and these correlations are true globally. But change is happening. The UN set out to achieve universal primary education as one of their Millennium Development Goals, and since the year 2000, 39.1 million more children are now in school. That's 39.1 million more children who now have hope for their future, and you can help too.
School donation programs are set up all over the world to overcome shortfalls in government funding. Volunteers for Teach for America and other global tutoring and teaching programs currently account for 1/8 of the accredited teachers in developing countries. The United Nations Girls Education Initiative is a UN agency focusing on education among women. UNGI partners with agencies in individual countries, offering technical support in the design and funding of schools. The Global Education Cluster is a premier UN agency addressing the difficulties associated with providing education to those in conflict zones. It aims to make the provision of educational resources a standard practice in the dispensation of humanitarian aid. Also, you can vote to reduce conflict, increase non-military foreign aid, and increase education spending.
But the most important thing you could do is share this video with friends and family, because awareness is the first step to achieving universal primary education. When I was 5,
I went to school.
so when I was 18,
I graduated.
I attended college.
and now we are working.
To make sure.
Everyone
Has the opportunity to graduate too.